Hey everybody, it's Chris coming at you with a review today for Upside Down, VaporGalaxy.com. And let me say, since I put in the order for what I'm about to review, I've been super excited to get it. Ever since I saw it, started checking out reviews on it, I've wanted it. So today we have the TEKK MOD. It is 5.2 volts. It has two, I'm not a battery guy, but what are they, 18650s in there? The thing lasts like 2, 3, 4 days depending on how much you're vaping. So that's, to me, that's unreal. I don't have to charge it every night. If you're going on a trip, you know it's going to last you. Plus, you know, this is a mod in the truest sense of the word, where it's not parts that somebody put together and made in e-cig, which there's nothing wrong with that. But this is a real mod in the sense that it was meant for something else and turned into an electronic cigarette by modification. So this is obviously originally a Tekion USB mobile charger. So on the bottom you have 5 volts in, which charges your mod. And then you have 5 volts out, which will charge any other device you want through USB cable. It comes with a ton of different adapters for Sony Ericsson, Nokia, a ton of different phones that you can charge off of this device. I've tried my iPhone, works perfect. And while I'm on that, let me say, I have an iPad, which my son has kind of stole from me, my 2.5-year-old, and so he just uses it to watch cartoons and everything on YouTube. But I can't charge my iPad on my computer. It says just not charging when I plug it in, and I guess it just doesn't have enough power. But when I plug my iPad up to this, it charges it. So that says a lot about the power that this device has, that I can't charge my iPad on my computer, but yet I can charge it on this. Now, and on the front it has an on and off switch. Light turns green when it's on, and then if you're not using it, turn it off. That way you don't have any misfires in your pocket. Now, it is a plastic device, so while it feels pretty strong, you want to make sure that you store it with the atomizer off, which will kind of give you that extra protection to make sure that nothing happens to it. I know some people have had the tops crack on YouTube reviews talking about it. This one is actually has epoxy behind it to make sure it doesn't crack, but just to be safe, you really should use take off the atomizer when you're not using it. So far, I have to give 2 thumbs up for this thing. The vapor production is crazy. It's great. I would think it's closer to 6 or so volts. It's got such great vapor production, but it's actually 5.2. We'll take a hit and show you. Now this is a brand new atomizer. Just opened it up out of the package today, but it's still getting just great vapor production off of like 2-3 second hits. So, as you can see, not lacking in the vapor production. I've tried PG and VG liquids on it, and the PG you would think are VG because the vapor production is so just incredible on this thing. To me, the feel of it is perfect. It's contoured. It's got like all these curves, so it fits in the palm of your hand perfectly. I generally use this part of my thumb to fire it and hold it like that. I really like this device. It's just the perfect size. Feels good in your hand. It's not huge, so you don't feel like you're carrying around this massive device with you to vape. It's just a great device. It's so hard to even just to come up with anything bad to say about this, short of one thing, which is when they construct this, obviously they have to add a button to this device in order for it to work. So because of the extra wires and whatnot inside there from the button, the ends aren't necessarily sealed up. So there are like a little bit of a gap in the corners. I talked to Rich over at Vapor Galaxy, and he assured me that he's seen no issues with that affecting the device, and how the device works. And if you ever did have an issue, all you have to do is call them. They have great customer service, and I know Rich and Luke would take care of you if there was a defect with the device. Like I said, I don't see that being an issue. It's just like something on the outside that I noticed about it, that it's got the gap, a little bit of a gap from when they're trying to put it back, when they're putting it back together. But that's definitely not a make or break for me. Regardless of that, I still would have gotten this device. It vapes like a champ. I love the size of it. It's basically the size of my iPhone. Actually, it's shorter, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe actually an inch and a half or so shorter than my iPhone. I can't really match it up because I'm filming this on my iPhone, but it's a little bit skinnier and a little bit shorter than an iPhone. So to me, I'm very familiar with how my iPhone feels in my hand because it never leaves my hands. So this device feels perfect, like it was just made for me. I love it. Now, I haven't even charged this thing yet. I got it and I've been using it, vaping, and I never charged it out of the box. So, not sure how long it'll last. I don't know if it comes completely charged or not, but like I said, it'll last you 2, 3, 4 days of vaping because of how much battery power is inside. The batteries are not stacked in here, so I know some people worry about stacking batteries. They're actually side by side, so that's a plus for some people. But overall, I definitely recommend this device. It's one of those things that it's to me it's perfect for fits my needs, what I need for vaping, and it's given me probably one of the more pleasurable vapes that I've had. I don't know that I'd recommend it for somebody who's completely new to vaping. Although I don't know if I'd recommend any mod or 5-volt device to somebody new. Besides the fact that generally somebody who just comes to vaping is buying the cheapest e-cig they can find to make sure they like it. But if you know you like 5 volts, or if you've been vaping and you're looking for a 5-volt mod, it's easy to use. It works like a charm so far. I love the fact that I can use this to charge my iPhone, because everybody with an iPhone knows that they have the most terrible battery life on the planet. Even though I have an iPhone 4, they say it's supposed to be better. It's not. So I definitely recommend go out there, check this thing out. If you have any questions, email Rich or Luke over at Vapor Galaxy, and they'll get right back to you with any kind of questions you have on any of their products. Their customer service over there it's out of this world. So try this device. I'm telling you, you will not be disappointed. If you're looking for a 5-volt device, this thing is perfect for me. I just love this device. As you can see, like I said, it is not lacking in vapor production even a little bit. It's great. So again, this is the TEKK USB charger mod, the TEKK mod. Check out Vapor Galaxy for it. You definitely won't be sorry. It's a great device, and so far it's treating me very well. So go out and give it a shot.